Hello, John Dilworth here, scene 50. So it's the angle from Jim looking out of his apartment here, and he sees what's going on, and it doesn't look promising. And there is the landlady, Malitia. She's pointing up with her chopstick, and these boys look up also. So that's the scene. So this is what I did. I did this little, well, there's a truck. All right, I did this all in red. I'm going to have a logo here. That has to be made. I like this logo. I want to do this logo. A logo like this. And I'll have that done and then dropped in there at some point. And then I made this background, which is the car little thing here, and I'll tighten that up. So I wanted to show you this. Well, this is also the layout, but this is what I wanted to do. Here, you can see this by the framing, right? And everyone knows this. This is what this thing looks like if you could see it. And yeah, and so we'll have the flashing lights. These will be, you know. And then this area here is for this action, these three. So I made sure that it was clear enough. And this is how I did it. I did a cheat, you know, because it's hard to eyeball scale. It's all about scale, right? So here's a door of this truck, and so these guys have to go in it, right? So it's like a game, you know. So I made them about the size that they would be if they went in that truck or they went in this car. I hope you could see that. You see, here's the ground. I did on another drawing, a preliminary drawing, the ground, so I was able to get the perspective. And so I got her, I positioned her. So what I did is I made this little, lineup, it's swatch. And I'm positioning these kids. So there's Malatista. Actually, it's Malitia. And now I'm going to put these guys. This cat and this cat. Now, I like the way he's bent over. And I didn't quite get him there, but that's all right because let me take off some of this stuff. We'll need her. We'll need all the reference, really. I need this stuff. It's a shame, too, because it'll make it difficult to see how I place it. Oh, it's already being difficult. Let's see. Oh! I can't stand that. Who's going to go? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just lose the truck. Sometimes it's, you just can't see things. I'll just put them in provisionally to see how it works. Well, he's going to be about there anyway. So let's do it. And you know what we say, let's be brave. So I loved when he's leaning over like that. So now that I know his scale, let me just do this. And she's here, and his head is here. And I love the way he just leans over like that, so I want to do that. Right, so, and then he's holding this thing. Right, and then he's got this thing, and he has this thing, which later we'll find out what it is. Now, I want us to be aware we still have a few limited editions, one of a kind, nothing more. Nobody else has these 20th anniversary Courage books. We still have those. We have a few of those, and it'd be great to get them over to you for their premium gifts, donations to HOWL. You can write me at the website. Please do learn more about that. We're still doing Skype calls. I had one today. It was fantastic. They're really great, very entertaining. You ask me all that you want. Tell me really, they're so beautiful, the conversations I'm having. And we're still doing that. That's ongoing. That's just until the end of time. I'll do that. I so much enjoy it. And apparently it's it's a good value for those who call, because they walk away quite moved. Okay, so look, so there he is. Should it be bigger? Should it be, yeah, maybe it's just a little bit bigger, and I'm going to move his arm this way. But it'll look better when I clean him up. Okay, so there he is, right? He's looking here. Now let's see where the truck, let's see how he stands with the truck. He's over the wheel. Well, I don't know if we have much. Let's take out the car and just analyze. We're always analyzing. So he's over the wheel. That's not bad. Where else could he be? We could always move him, right? So let's put in our third character. This guy, if you could see him. You may not be able to, but it's, hold on. I just want you to see this cheat sheet. So he's right there. It's cheating. I said we would cheat, and we cheat. Only to make the process move faster. Okay, so now we need these two layers to get our third character. So he has to be right in here. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And he's more faint than the other one. I mean, in terms of drawing. So let me see. I'll put him here. We'll see him soon. And it'll be, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you just got to see in the dark to be able to get this stuff. Now, as I continue on this process, I really do admire the machine for its production advantages. Oi, oi, oi. I confess this only to you, but in my heart, I am here. But I'm locked in this thing. We're 2.5 minutes in. It's been 1 year. We just passed the anniversary. The other day of 1 year we started production. So in 1 year we were able to animate 2.5 minutes. It's 6:45, the length of the film. Oh, well, that I don't like. That's touching the car. I guess that's touching the car. Hold on. Yeah, he's touching the car. So, you know what we have to do? We have to take our special tool, another special tool of high technological ability, and change things around, which will be absolutely fine with me. So we move it. And he has a little badge because, you know, these cats like badges. Otherwise, they don't feel so official. They gotta have a badge. So here's this loopy thing. And you'll know why this is. Okay, I'm not even sure you can see any of this, but it's happening. So there it is. Okay, so let's, when I pencil this thing in, it'll all make sense. And you'll say, oh yeah, John, that's how it's done. But as you could see, it's not some light application. It's thought out strategically as well, because everyone's going to need some. Geez, I wish you could layout. Here's the layout. Let me see. Let's see this. Can anyone see anything? Can anyone see anything? How about that? Can we see that? Can we see? Let's find it. Yeah. So look at this. So here's the landlady. If I pencil her in, you can see her. And here's this guy, and then here's this guy. So that's a pretty cool composition. Everyone's clear. It's all clear. Dun, 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 dun. Now, let's begin. Let's do things. Let's clean things up, right? Because that's when the real fun happens. Woohoo! What were we on about? We were on about all the good things that you can do to help make this film happen sooner. Oh, this is going to be an inking problem. or real inking challenge. Oh, maybe it's not, because in Photoshop you can blow it up, make it as big as possible. And Nina is already inking. Thanks to all, well, what little contributions we got, we're able to start Nina. And we're very grateful for that. But we got to get rid of these books. Got to move these books. Got to make some Skype appointments to talk to Dilly. We don't just have to talk about animation. We can talk about anything. And it's really quite fun. Really fun. Believe me, I know. And nobody's complained yet. And so here's Malitia. I forget why I even called her name. Means something, of course. And it's been a while since I wrote her. Now you can also contribute by purchasing the unedited PDF of the storyboard. Follow along. See what's going on. You can even challenge me on the narrative, which I love. Hey, Dilworth, this is a little weird. How do you intend to work that out? Story problem. But that hasn't come up yet, so I'm very grateful. There's nothing worse, and I know, making an obscure narrative. I'm done with that. Brings me no fortune and a limited audience. I don't reach out as deeply and widely as I like, as I prefer. Getting too avant-garde, too experimental. And it kind of alienates audiences. I mean, it's a nice thing. I mean, most of us we demand substance. We demand it. It's a big world, and the competition is for the frivolous. That's not us, though. It's not us. We demand value. Does that make any sense? Well, she's got... Let me just refine this. And it's one of our beliefs, our tenets, to constantly review and criticize our work. Is it clear? Are the shapes interesting? Are they balanced? Are they in proportion? Are they in perspective? Are they drawn with some dimensionality? If that's your game, right? But what if your style is more wonky? Then that's it. But still, there has to be a sort of composition. There are some considerations in any style. So let's say I want to get her arm here, right? And that at least we can see what's happening. Sometimes exaggeration is necessary. Now, what I'd really like to get to with you, and I don't know, it's not going to happen in this video, is how she's going to move. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I want to share that with you. Okay, so it's small, but that works. I'm not crying. I'm not going to cry. Not over that one. So here's this kid. And this one's a brute. They're both brutes, but they have to be. Because they're in this kind of business. They love this. Why do you think they're doing this business? And we have no idea what their married life is like, or even if they are married. Right? The standard bully look. And there's this belt. Now he's got this, and you'll see why, or if you may already know why he's got this on his waist. Right, and then he's got this. He's got these little boots, which for me, it's fine to have limited detail on the boots because it's just going to be white. They're in these white suits and high contrast That's not a pocket, that's going to be a kind of badge. And maybe they have white gloves on too. I don't know. We'll have to deal with Vicky Vo on that. And here's this thing with a loopy thing. And this is the other hand, ready to just punch somebody's face in at any moment. Because this is the world in which they live. A violent world. Brutal. Because that's how they were raised. Right? To see the world. What's reality? Let's think about that. What is reality? It's how we perceive the world. That's the reality. But I, like I'm sure a lot of us, feel a societal duty to protect each other. Most of us, I hope. That's the courage way. No, I don't like it. I did something. I made an adjustment, and I don't like what I did. Oh, that's what's missing. I missed the most important stuff. His glasses. His glasses. It's got these glasses. There. That's what I missed. He has these glasses. Okay, so that takes care of him. He's much better now. All right, so that's, and then we get one more, and then we'll be able to see how this whole thing works out. And I'm glad that you were able to see how I adjusted this one character's hands to make it work with the background. And all the shapes were clear and unobstructed by other shapes. And here's his other thing that we know he needs for a later scene, which will be an unpleasant scene to witness, I know. And you'll have to forgive me for having written it. And his hat's going to be taller. So we're looking for contrasts, you know. So this guy is thicker, bent over. This guy is going the other way. And taller hat. I mean, these little details. The laws of opposites. The attraction of opposites. Not even attraction. I'm having trouble with the face. I'm not quite sure. Sometimes that happens. And we just keep making revisions. Okay, so maybe it was the brim of his hat was interfering. And we can do that. Let me see. Other times I love... Yeah, we're okay. All right, so, and then we're nearly done with just the characters. These are their poses, and I'll animate these with you at some point. I just thought it would be rather fun for us to do this. I'm going to have to talk to Nina when she's ready to ink this, because I don't think I did a good job with these pencils. I want to make sure that she does her job with confidence, not because of my obscure lines. That's my responsibility. Yeah, get that guy going on. Okay, so look, I mean, we're basically done. For me, I gotta make it right. I have to have this thing right before I sign off. And again, another beautiful quality of the machine is that I could blow this thing up and get in there with the details. So I'm going to draw the hand now. And notice at this distance, I'm not drawing every finger. I want to make sure no lines are creating tangents. And I think we've done it. I think we did it because we were patient. We were patient and we had a firm resolve to ensure that we're going to get... So, ... right? Okay, so let's just, before we conclude, let's just give it one more looky. That's the background. I guess, I guess we should have Stacy color that because he did the other one. So, okay, what do you see? Now we can see it much better. Look at that. That works out really nicely. I'm happy. And then they're each going to turn. Well, until that moment, when that occurs, you know what to do. Stay animated.